this is our super rudimentary video for you. I just want to make sure you know exactly what the moves are, so use this as reference however you want to. But I'm just going to cycle through one of the circuits. So, here we go. First up, I have you doing squats. So you can just start by getting a few air squats in just to get your form down, but you want to get your butt, like you stick your butt out way far, like almost like you're falling back, like I almost just did there, way back behind you like you're sitting on a bench and your knees are just over your toes or behind your toes. So this is your squat. Now I said it's a weighted squat, so you can either have your dumbbells right here by your sides. This is going to be a little bit easier. You're going to squeeze your glutes as you rise. To make it a little harder, you're going to bring your weights up to your shoulders and hold them here. This will work the fronts of your shoulders. You'll feel it. And you're going to keep your head and chest up nice and tall as you drop your butt back and down. You're still sticking your butt way far out back behind you like you're sitting on a bench. Okay, so your knees should not be here, not coming in front of your toes. Stick it out. This is the harder move. See how many reps you get through here. How tired are you? Okay, that's number one. We got your squats. Next up, and my bad, I thought this was going to stay open. You got a shoulder press. So you're going to rise. Now you might have to drop weight here or hold on to the heavier weights. Your shoulder press, your palms are facing each other. You're going to go straight up, arms by your ears, elbows by your ears. Now, you don't want to be here, okay? Tuck your tailbone under, pull your rib cage down, and you pull your belly button into your spine. So you're going to try and flatten out your back and rise your arms straight up over your head. Now, if you have heavy weights, you can use your legs to help push them up. That's kind of cheating though. You can go much heavier with that little bit of help from your legs. So if you just really want to do a real test of your shoulders, start here with your weights, straight up and down, straight up and down. And try and get a full extension at the top. Full extension, come on down. That's it. That's just a straight front shoulder press right there. From there, you can set your weights on your knees right here. This can be like a resting position. Take your shoulders out of your ears. I believe up next is a reverse fly. So you're gonna come on down here, bent over rows. Okay, so same position. You can set your weights here. Take your shoulders out of your ears. You're gonna hinge forward at the waist. So belly button is pulling into your spine. You're gonna let your arms hang down heavy. Let the weights pull you down. And your palms can be sort of at a 45-degree angle here. You're gonna take the weights, pull them back in towards your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades together. So full extension at the bottom, squeeze. Full extension at the bottom, squeeze. So you have a nice flat back, long neck, neutral spine here, pull. Heavy at the bottom, full extension, pull. So pull fast and then release nice and slowly. Pull fast, see if you can slow down the release. Right here, and you're kind of forward facing. So you're not like here, you're really like your chest is down towards the ground. All right, I believe we're coming back up. From there, we should be doing a lunge back curl. Yes, okay. So your lunge back curl, you're gonna stand up nice and tall. Weights are by your sides here. You're gonna lunge it back. Okay, try and get a 90 degree bend in your knees, and your knee is behind your toe. So everything comes down together and then everything comes up together. That's where the curl comes in. Everything comes down. So now I switch my legs, the one that's going back, and I rise and curl. Step it back, rise and curl. So get a nice low lunge there, 90 degree bend. Now check your shoulders, keep them over your hips, okay? You don't want to be down here. You don't want to be doing this, right? So shoulders over hips, lean back as you step back. Up tall for that curl. Lunge back, curl. Lunge back, curl. All right, you're gonna get through about 12 reps of that. Next up, we said was a overhead tricep extension. So take your weights, get them up overhead, nice and tall here. Again, flat back, tuck your tailbone under, draw your rib cage down. Take the weights, tap your shoulder blades, full extension. Tap your shoulder blades, full extension. Now you might have to drop weight for this one. I don't know what your starting strength level is here, but try and get that full extension. Again, you can kind of cheat this by having your legs give you a little bit of a press. You'd be amazed at how much heavier weight you can do if you're letting your legs help you here. So you're gonna go overhead. If for whatever reason you have a weird shoulder thing or that's pinching something in your neck, you can do the tricep kickback, which is right here. Hold your elbows up and then try to remove the momentum. Like you'll see some people like they're like flipping their weights, really kind of isolate the elbow and then kick back. Force the tricep to do the work. Okay, that's your triceps. After that, we have you doing a reverse fly. So you're gonna come back into this position, hinge at the waist, chest is down towards the ground. It's a slight bend in your arm and you're gonna pull wide to the side. So right here, you're gonna pull wide to the side. So arms are coming out from your shoulders. Don't be back here, don't be out here, just straight out, wide to the side. My chest is down, my abs are in tight, my feet are about hip distance apart. Wide to the side. Now you might notice you kind of, your back, depending on how heavy your weights are, your back does have a tendency to sort of come up in that movement, like that. That's okay. That's okay. But you don't want to be doing this, right? A little bit of a rise up. Okay. That's our reverse fly. And then next up, see, we had you, that's it. Boom. That's your strength circuit, okay? So we will record. Core. You want to go right into it? Okay. So I'm going to go right into the core stuff. We have you starting with a regular sit-up. So just down on your mat, feet are bent on the ground, knees are bent, feet are on the ground. You can have your hands behind your head or across your chest, but you're going to sit all the way up. Come on down. Sit all the way up. Now you might notice that you kind of have a weak link. You might get stuck there. Ooh, see where you get stuck, and you can pull, 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 pull. See what you have to do to get yourself up. What I don't want you to do is pull on your head. So if you're finding that you're really straining your neck and pulling on your head, you can have your hands across your chest right here. Okay, so this is your regular sit-up. We're gonna have you do that for about a minute or 20 or so reps. And then we're gonna have you do a lower lift punch. So hands by your side, feet come straight up to the ceiling. You're gonna lower down 2 inches off the ground, lift up, punch. So lower down, lift up, punch. So I don't want any of this, right? This is momentum, okay? I want you to slow it way, way down. Make sure your abs are the ones controlling this movement. Really focus on the lower core, get your feet stacked over your hips, then give me that punch. Lower, lift, punch. And if you can, keep the small of your back engaged with the floor. Like I don't want this, right? I don't want you coming here. This is gonna strain your low back. Like really pay attention to that low back staying in contact with the mat, and only take your legs as low as your low back lets you. So if you only get here, that's okay. Bring them back up, punch. If it only gets here, that's okay. Bring them back up, punch. But if you can, see how low you can go. Okay, that's our lower lift punch. And next up after that, we've got an oblique crunch. So I want you to pick a side, start with a single side, twist. So focus on getting your opposite shoulder across your body to your opposite hip. Every time you lift up, twist, crunch, pull your belly button down. Right here, pull it down into your spine. Use your breath on all of these, it helps. And then you're gonna take it over to the other side. So roughly 30 seconds or so on each side. Again, try not to pull hard on the neck, right? Like really think more about getting the shoulder over to the opposite hip. Okay, after our oblique crunch, we've got high plank. Okay, you're gonna flip it over. Is that, yeah, okay. So, from a high plank position, it's important to have your shoulders over your wrists and your hips are in line with your heels and your shoulders. So you're not up here, you're here, right? My hands can come a little forward. Here's my high plank. This is a solid stance. Now the first step is the opposite knee to opposite elbow. Nice and steady. The whole time here, you are actively pulling your belly button up through your spine towards the ceiling. And take a look at your hands. Think about where your weight is distributed on your hands. See if you can even it out. Boom, boom. So you're gonna stay right here. Be careful to get up here. Try not to get here. If all else fails, you just hold a plank position and hang out here. Okay, next up, also I believe in a high plank. Oh no, I'm taking you off for a second. You get a little break here. So side plank. You're gonna stack your feet coming down to your forearm. Stack your feet one on top of the other. Here's a side plank. Just hold it here, and then the hip dip, down and up with your hips. Down and up with your hips. Push as high as you can towards the sky with its top hip. High as you can. Get it up there and pull your belly button into your spine. Lift and lower. So you're gonna do that on one side, take it over, do it on the other side, and then I think that just gets us to a forearm plank hold right here at the end. Just nice and easy. Now, to take this up a notch, you can hang out here, or you can dig your elbows into the ground and actively pull them down. I don't know if you can catch that differential on the video, but you kind of dig your elbows into the mat and you actively pull towards your toes. It'll activate the core a little bit more. You're just gonna hang out here for a solid minute. And that's it. You're done. So you would wanna do the strength circuit 3 times through and then end with the core. That's it.